The J6 committee. Do you know what they did this summer, Donald? The J6 committee's been busy working. Are we going to find these Secret Service texts?
Yes.
Do you think Alex Jones has them?
No.
That'd be fine.
I think Alex Jones has an undiagnosed shellfish allergy, but I don't think he has I do not think, because there's a difference between fat and bloat. I'm just saying.
Right,
You can't
sure.
bloat shame someone. There's something else going on.
Yeah.
There's something else happening there. That said, the lovely thing about texts, even in a closed system like the Secret Service uses, is that they don't vanish.
Right.
They do not.
Well, I mean, someone was saying unless you're the specialist at getting rid of that stuff, but I don't know what to think about. I mean, Malcolm Nance said no, they cannot be disappeared forever.
No.
But
One of the things is that there's a belief that some of them, the pro-Trump ones, were talking to each other on WhatsApp and some of these other,
right.
Scramble formats that they link to in the MAGA world. Even those are still, you can keep those. Even those are still, you can't permanently erase them, no matter what anybody tells you.
Yeah. Zoe Lofgren, one more yesterday.
We saw before January 6th, the ex-president stoking grievance, really, with lies and stirring up his supporters to the point where violence occurred on January 6th. He's stoking grievance again among his supporters and allowing some of his stand-ins, such as Senator Graham, to float the idea of violence. I don't think it's responsible to do that.
When
Agreed.
Lindsey Graham says, if you indict him, there's going to be riots, it's like, I just think, okay, well, then those people are going to be arrested, just like the January 6th rioters were arrested.
Right. Yeah. It's not going to happen, kids. Yeah. It's, Proud Boys, sit down and shut the, all right.
Yeah. Right.
It's not happening. There is not going to be, revolution in the United States has a little TM at the end of it. There is not going to be a toppling of the U.S. government by any group within it other than over a long period of time of strategically showing the voters that this is in their best interest.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Do you think
when
he's
it works?
Going to be prosecuted for both? What's your favorite crime that Donald Trump has done? Is it the overthrow of the United States government and the stopping the peaceful transition of power, or is it espionage?
I don't know, because we haven't had an exhumation of whatever the heck is buried at Westminster. So I don't know, because Ivana Trump was cremated.
Yes, and yet it shows pallbearers struggling with the casket. So,
well, keep in mind, very few people in Trump's orbit eat well and exercise. Let's just say that
true.
Their idea of high impact, hit. Fitness is walking behind the golf cart. That's it. At a leisurely pace.
Yes. All right.
So
one more. Zoe Lofgren.
We've seen that people who are maybe not as well balanced as we would hope act on some of these suggestions. We've already seen some threats to law enforcement, and I think President Biden is right. All of us who are elected leaders, and that includes Republicans, need to stand up and say this is not acceptable. Violence is not an appropriate political tool, and counter that. And I'm still waiting for my friends across the aisle, with the exception of Adam Kinzinger and Liz Cheney. I'm not hearing any Republicans say that. They need to.
Julie in New York, you're on with Hal. Hey, Julie.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm talking to Seth, right?
Steph? You're talking to Steph?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You're awesome, okay?
Thank you.
I just got to tell you that for quite a few years, I've listened to you every day I drive up to work and whatever. You're awesome.
Thank you. You have exquisite
Yes,
taste.
you
Okay.
are.
All right.
And I've got one question.
Uh-huh.
And you got to fill in my memory. You came to Ithaca, New York, and you did something here with
Bill Press.
Oh.
Bill Press. Something. What was it? Anti-fracking something.
We had an affiliate in Ithaca at one time, and you did go to Ithaca,
Yes,
New York.
I did.
Yes.
I did.
Uh-huh.
Yes. It was no, it was the oh my God, You got to help my memory.
Did we get married? I
much.
think we got married after a case of Jenny Cream Ale. I'm pretty sure. Or was it OV Splits? I don't remember.
Oh, sweetie,
It was
ice wine.
the woman who left SNBC and everything. You're so hooked up.
All right.
What was her name? Rachel
Christina
Maddow? No.
Rachel Maddow.
Yeah.
Hartmann?
You went
No.
to Rachel Maddow.
She hasn't left.
It
She's just
was-
on Mondays now.
Yeah,
But yes.
That's right. All right.
Right.
All right, Julie. Love you. Okay. Bye-bye. All right. I was a little confused by that. I did something in Ithaca is
you
the
did.
point, Hal.
I don't doubt
At some
it.
point.
Yeah,
Yes.
believe me, the road becomes a blur, lady.
Those
After
were
you've
the
been on it
drinking
long
days.
enough. Yeah, the whole thing becomes a Kenny Rogers song. There's nothing you can do.
One of your first trips out to an affiliate was to Fresno, Steph.
Yes. Can I have my nostalgia music? I'll never forget my first Sexy Liberal trip. Hal Sparks, Road
Mm-hmm.
Warrior. Long time, headlining comic,
Right.
Road Warrior. Do you remember the very first? We flew on the same flight, and wasn't it like taking a Labrador puppy? I was like,
Yes,
what do
it
we,
was.
This is so fun. What do we do now? What? And then you had all your accoutrement, and I didn't have anything. I'm like, where'd
Yeah.
you get headphones from? Did you download movies? What are we gonna do
Yeah.
now?
Noise canceling.
Noise
Yeah.
canceling.
Noise canceling.
Yeah.
Can't hear you.
Right.
Hal put those on right away. Just okay.
I learned to bring elephant darts in the preceding
Yeah.
shows.
This is really
for you.
When we
Yeah,
were
just to blow.
yeah, when we were on MSNBC, I had to fly in business class next to her.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
that was exciting.
Oh God,
I don't get out
You
much.
really don't stop talking. Seriously.
It's her way of dealing with the nervousness about flying. I think.
Yes.
That's my theory.
I'm like,
Chris was like the two, just the lady's legs hanging after he hung himself.
yeah.
In airplanes. Yeah, Frangela has a bunch of pictures of me just looking through the seats at them. Hi. Okay. Anyway, we're starting again. SexyLiberal.com.
I know.
The big DC show, September 10th with Glenn Kirschner, Carl Frisch, and secrets so classified, Hal. We can't even tell you who else might
Oh,
be
yeah.
there, but we're
The
still
show
working.
might be the show might have to be rated by the FBI.
Right.
They might have to open up your closet and rummage through your drawers.
Okay. All right. So
Next to all your Time magazine.
Yeah, they'll of course have to take a number.
Yeah.
Because there'll be a
all right, because we
now
heard the ones
serving 27. Sorry. Okay.
because we hurt the ones we love the most. I'm now going to inflict Governor Christie Nome on you. This is because this is kind
This
of
is
the
responding
talking
to
point.
Ducey.
Are they still? They're still like one talking point behind because Trump's
Oh, yeah.
response didn't mention declassification anymore.
No.
Are they still on that? I
Well,
think.
And also, she.
All right, here we go.
Well, that's why I think it's important that this is transparent and that we do have someone who's outside of the DOJ looking at this and talking to people. What is this information? We don't know what was in there. We don't know. I believe President Trump declassified all this information. Let's find out really what the process is, what is right, what's precedent that other presidents have followed, and make sure that this
I
is
don't
done
think any
correctly.
governor, I don't think any president has ever carted off that many documents to their house after they left the presidency.
She's going to need more Botox again because she
Oh,
got right there.
God.
They're going to call that Botox the Ducey. Just what? Ducey
Democracy
asked a hard
warrior.
question?
Yeah, just to stop you from Tucker Carlsoning in the middle of something. You know what I mean? Getting that forehead butt crack thing that he's got going. That he's I think he patented it years ago. But yeah,
His forehead does look like it could fix your refrigerator. It is.
That's
like
right. Yeah,
plumber,
yeah.
Plumber crack.
I was like, oh, the plumber's here. Oh no, it's just Tucker Carlson
forehead.
smiling at us. He was just wearing a mask. That's during COVID.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. We think Chris is
Tucker
gonna-
Carlson could do his impersonation of a plumber just by wearing a face mask.
Right, like the neighbor on what am I thinking? Home Improvement.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
just,
Right.
just butt crack. Okay.
Right.
Chris, you had said that Trump thinks he can declassify by saying
Mecca like a high, Mecca heidi ho.
Heidi, Heidi, ho. Yeah, right.
That's what Alina Baba.
Right,
Haba.
Alina
You're
Baba.
supposed to say bless you.
Oh, I thought you want me to say it.
Go ahead.
Alina Baba.
Bless me. Okay.
Haba.
Here we go.
Haba.
Haba dabba doo.
Alina, Haba.
Here we
Haba.
go.
Haba.
And they're trying to claim that there was some sort of criminal activity, but their papers say it's under the Presidential Records Act. So your admission is the power that we've all been saying he does have. So you can take a picture of top secret documents, Charlie, and show the world a label. But if they're declassified, as he has the right to do, then he has the right to have them. And he was working together with NARA, as we know. And that back and forth could have been done at a table as they had been doing for months prior.
Okay, First of all, it's the National Archives. NARA is the actual the law around it.
Right.
He's not working with NARA at all. As a matter of fact, he's working contrary to it. Secondly, if they're declassified, they would be marked as declassified, and even the people who found them would not have to redact them when they released evidentiary photos along with their filing in court, which is if many of you point out. Yeah.
Here's a fun fact: if you are working with them, they would not call the DOJ. But okay.
Right.
Yeah, go. Working with
if you were working
they
with
called
them,
the cops on you.
Right. Yeah, it's I am not flushing all the evidence down the toilet. I am going to the bathroom. You're upstairs. Look, who are you going to believe? Me or your lying nose? So, yeah,
yes.
That part of it, they're not declassified. That's garbage. That's a ridiculous thing. This will die like baby formula is going to keep Democrats from getting elected back in the spring. Remember that one?
Yeah.
It's as dead as that talking point.
Right. Okay. This is which one? Oh, Christina Bobb.
Yes. Bad argument.
It is who she is and what she does. Yes, go ahead.
I don't think that there was actually anything there that's worthwhile. We'll see what they come up with. If they did, it'll be interesting, especially since they precluded me from actually watching what they did. But at this point, I don't necessarily think that they would even go to the extent of trying to plant information. I think they just make stuff up and come up with whatever they want. And that's the way that they will have to proceed in order to actually try to indict the president, because they don't have anything. There's just nothing there.
She described the Trump legal strategy.
Can I just say his lawyers are hot? I think we can be.
It's brutal. I know. Stop. Don't get distracted. Quit it. Steph, you're falling for it. That's exactly the plan.
I think we can all take heart, and then he just went, that one, the hot chick on TV. Let's get her.
Oh, my God, you're so adorable when you lie. Oh, I don't know. It's a form of hypnosis. I found myself falling for it a couple of times, and I had to I have a glass of ice water on the side of the desk anytime I have to watch Trump legal team clips. Remember, it was easy back when it was just Sidney Powell at Rudy Giuliani, and you're like, I gotta listen to this. Do I have to see the video too? But on this one, you're like,
pretty.
I don't know, whatever she said, but yummy. Like that's the
right. She got out of law school
he does it.
Like a minute ago.
In all seriousness, that's why he does it.
Right.
And
he hired a lawyer named Trusty that he never met. He just saw on TV.
Exactly.
That guy,
his name was Trusty.
Guy. Don't you think he's this close to hiring Sweet Baby James, the guy that's got the billboards?
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Accident guy.
Trump is this close to hiring the team that's going to get him money because he probably has mesothelioma.
Yes.
Like at this point, he's not.
Also, I served at Camp Lejeune.
Yes, right. I had bone spurs at Camp Lejeune. They gave me a jacket there when I christened a ship. That's serving, right? I deserve some of that money. Billions of dollars.
I just went to mesobook.com.
Oh, my God. That's like an Eric plot. Dad, I totally came up with a great idea. You were at Camp Lejeune. They're giving away a lot of money. We could totally buy buildings with that money if we just file for most of that money. And you were a former president, so you should get more of it because you're more of a human than other Americans. It just works out that way. I've done the math.
I'm Eric. Okay,
you're my new favorite.
I'm Eric.